Hey, good morning. This is James with Unity of Greenville. Thanks for joining with me this morning. It's another gorgeous day. We get to live, be alive, experience life as we know it. And so, how are you today? Are you doing all right? Taking care of yourself, taking your vitamins, get some exercise, getting outside a little bit, enjoying the weather as much as you can, and just taking in the good vibes that are all around us, the good things. There's so much in life to enjoy. It's easy to get caught up in the negativity of the world and people, and we get stress filled, and then we get anxious, we get nervous, we get excitable, and we're before long mm, we're close to you know just falling apart. Not good. Not good for us. So I want to talk to you a little bit about something that Eckhart Tolle talks a lot about that I believe is just a powerful understanding, revelation that is important to have in your life. And that is how to heal your pain body, healing the pain body. In Philippians 4, 6, and 7, it says, don't be anxious about anything. Instead, in every situation, through prayer and through asking, with thanksgiving, speak your requests, share your requests with God. And then the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds in Christ. One of the things that is important for us to learn in our lives, and it was important for me to learn, especially being a speaker or a presenter or someone who sings in front of people. I had to learn to tolerate uncomfortable feelings and uncomfortable physical sensations. Okay? How many know that you will not die because of a feeling? You won't die. I had to learn how to just be with those uncomfortable feelings of, uh, unworthiness and feeling nervous and anxious, and I would get the feelings in my gut, and the back of my neck, there would just be these chill bumps, and fear of saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing. Um, and it took me a while to learn to just be with those feelings, just be with the hard feelings, the uncomfortable feelings. Nobody likes to be pushed out of their comfort zone. Isn't it true? The number one fear that people have is the fear of public speaking. That's amazing. It's above a nuclear holocaust, right? We're more afraid of speaking in front of people than we are anything else. So in life, we have to learn how to tolerate and allow those uncomfortable feelings to be in our bodies and to feel them. Realize that when you feel them, you're not going to die, right? You're not going to die. And so when we block those things, what happens is we suppress, and then the pain body or the shadow bag, as Jung called it, there's different names for it, we experience personality changes. Because instead of being a confident, carefree person, we become somebody who's defensive. We become someone who is guarded and is fearful and lack confidence, and our personality changes, and we're running away from situations. We're running away from the hard things. And it keeps us from having the career that we want. It keeps us from being able to be in relationships. It keeps us from being able to get beyond ourselves and develop our talents, our skills, and our abilities. And you'll never be successful in life until you're able to tolerate those uncomfortable feelings, those physical sensations. And it's important. So, when you don't allow yourself to experience it and you're in a denial of it, then it'll change your personality. You'll become agitated, angry, moody, withdrawn, isolated. Your skills of self-care will be very poor self-care skills. You stop taking care of yourself, and sometimes you involve yourself in risky behavior because of the fear of this pain body, these feelings. And then ultimately you become hopeless and overwhelmed. But there are ways to work with this pain body. There are ways to work with these negative emotions. And one of the first things you want to learn to do is of course, be with those feelings, allow yourself to feel those feelings, and develop awareness and learn how to pull yourself back from and observe your feelings and just look at your feelings and say, wow, I feel this way, I feel that way, without judging yourself. To be aware of the feelings, to know they're there, without judging yourself, and just observe them. That's half of the battle right there, just observing. Because as you focus the power of your intention and attention upon those negative feelings, you'll see that they will dissolve after a while and they'll just go into the background. They may not ever completely disappear. They may still be there, but they won't be hurtful and harmful because you will have become used to them being there. And then you can learn to just go with the flow and stand up and speak your truth and do what you need to do and try out for that new job or that part in the play or maybe learn a new skill because you have more confidence, because you see, the pain body is full of energy. It's full of energy that you're using in a negative way. You're using it, you're in denial of it, so therefore it just balls up and it gets stuck in the body. And so it's important that we learn to express it, to let it out. It's like a pressure cooker. You've got to have a pressure valve on the pressure cooker, or what will happen, that pressure cooker will be like a bomb that goes off. And there's some people that use them as bombs. And so you don't want to be walking around, a walking pressure cooker or volcano that could explode at any minute. Do you know people like that? Have you met people like that? Maybe you're like that to some degree. And that just means simply that you're not really aware of your feelings, your sensitivities. You're not really aware of what's going on the inside. And so there's a quote that I like, that I use sometimes, and that is, you have to feel it in order to heal it. And this is the most difficult step. Emotional pain feels different for everybody. You may experience sensations in various parts of your body, like tightness in your stomach, your throat, or your chest. And when you first allow yourself to feel it, it will feel very uncomfortable. You feel like you're dying. But it's important that you do that. It's essential to take a moment to just sit and breathe and bring your awareness to what's going on inside your body and gently begin to talk yourself through it. Because strong emotions can trigger the fight or flight response. when you make your entire body tense up, you feel your heart pounding, shortness of breath, trembling, shaking. In severe cases, you may even experience a panic attack. So you've got to learn to give yourself permission to feel what comes up. You're not going to die. Acknowledge that you're safe. And here's the good news. These emotions cannot harm you. They can't hurt you. They really can't. Unless you don't express them and let them out. You got to feel it to heal it. So you start to take some deep breaths, and with a little self-compassion, you begin to talk yourself through what you're feeling and experiencing. And you begin to say out loud, this is how I'm feeling nervous right now. I'm feeling this nervous energy. But I breathe and I just let myself feel it. And I know it's just energy. It's just emotion. Emotion, energy, in motion, emotion. You let it express. You let it pass through you. And be compassionate, non-judgmental. Judging yourself only causes and creates guilt and shame, which equals more pain. So, for instance, sometimes you may have tears that well up in your eyes. Allow them to surface rather than telling yourself that it's not okay to cry or to toughen up. For years, when I was around other people, I wouldn't let myself cry. But I have learned over the years that if I feel it, then I just need to let it out. And it's a beautiful moment. It's a healing moment, because sometimes when, I would just stop myself from crying, what I'm doing is I'm denying the release, because crying is a release of that energy. I need to let it out. Crying is not a sign of weakness. Believe me, it takes strength to sit with and to feel your pain, especially in these days when people are so stoic. They're so separated and detached from their emotions. We hide our pain, we hide our feelings, we hide the tears. And that's not a healthy thing to do. It's totally natural. If you've got a lot of pressure, you just need to let it out. Let it out. You don't need to judge yourself because you're feeling anger, you're feeling, one of these emotions, these negative emotions. You don't judge yourself. You just allow yourself to feel it. That's all you need to do. It's just like a river that pours through you. A river that pours through you. You want it to move through you. The scripture tells us, don't be anxious. Don't be afraid. Jesus said, I am with you always. The beautiful Christ Spirit is always there with you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, the Christ Spirit, the Spirit of God has always been with you. Was with you before you came into the world, is with you while you're in the world, and will be with you when you depart from this world. Because God is love and acceptance. God is peace. God is the joy that we seek. That's my definition. What's your definition? So think about these things today. I hope that there's some thoughts maybe that you can use in your life. And try it on, see if it works for you. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, then hey, let's move on, and maybe we'll learn something in another way. That's a good way to look at it. All right, thanks for being with me today. If you'd like to make a donation to our Unity community, go to unitychurchofgreenville.org. There will be a place there for you to make a donation. We really appreciate it. If you have a prayer request, please let us know. If you'd like to volunteer, maybe for something that, for an opening that we have 20-something areas that we need people to volunteer in. If you'd like to help, we'd appreciate it. And a lot of it is outreach. We're reaching out beyond ourselves to someone else. We're reaching out to the community. We're reaching out to each other. We desire diversity in our congregation. We desire people of all stripes. It's it's open to everybody. We want you to be there, and we appreciate you, and we will love you and honor you and respect you. And so you're welcome to come and be a part. You're welcome to join us online. I've got a new class that I'm starting here really soon. It's called Keeping the Peace. And it's just in time for the holidays because, hey, you're going to be spending some time with family and friends. And some of those family and friends don't see eye to eye with you. They see things differently. So what are you going to do? Are you going to get into a head-to-head battle with them? Or is there another way? And I believe that there is. And if you'd like to be a part of this class, you can go to our website, and it's called Keeping the Peace. It's under events, upcoming events. We're going to start it on Monday, November 14th at 6:30. It'll go for 3 consecutive weeks. And we're going to hit, the highlights as far as what is our purpose, in relationships. How should we, deal with others who are different than we are, who maybe have different opinions, maybe who are difficult to deal with. And we're going to talk about these things and how to have conversations with those kinds of folks. And I think you'll learn some good techniques and find some truths that will help you. And we're going to, have a time where we can all, get involved with each other and see how we can make this thing real in our lives. So, lots going on, lots coming up. Thanks for joining with me today. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and see you next time.